Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a trip down memory lane with a phone that once ruled the Android world, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Released back in 2016, this phone was a true game changer, and we're going to see how it holds up in 2024. This particular model is the international factory-unlocked 32GB version in Black Onyx. Now, the S7 Edge's design is still iconic. That curved 5.5-inch QHD Super AMOLED display is just gorgeous, even by today's standards. The 2560 by 1440 resolution delivers a pixel density of 534 ppi, making everything look incredibly sharp. Yes, bezels are larger than what we're used to now, but the curved edges give it a distinct, almost futuristic look even today. Remember Corning Gorilla Glass 4? It's protecting both the front and back. And while it might not be the latest and greatest, it still offers decent protection against scratches. Under the hood, we've got an Exynos 8890 octa-core processor paired with 4GB of RAM. Now, this was a powerhouse back in the day, and while it's not going to compete with the latest Snapdragon or Apple Silicon, it's still surprisingly capable. Navigating the interface, which is Android 6.0 Marshmallow with TouchWiz on top, is generally smooth. You'll notice some occasional lag, especially with more demanding apps. But for everyday tasks, it's still usable. Gaming performance is decent for older titles, but don't expect to run the latest games at max settings. One area where the S7 Edge still shines is the camera. That 12-megapixel rear camera with dual-pixel autofocus and optical image stabilization takes surprisingly good photos, even in 2024. The f1.7 aperture allows for great low-light performance, and the colors are vibrant and accurate. The 5-megapixel front camera is also no slouch, especially with its f1.7 aperture and selfie flash. Now let's talk about storage. 32GB might seem tiny by today's standards, but thankfully, there's a micro SD card slot that supports up to 256GB. This is a lifesaver, especially if you plan on taking a lot of photos and videos. Connectivity-wise, you've got Wi-Fi 802.11 AC, Bluetooth 4.2, NFC, and even an IR blaster, which is a rarity these days. One thing to note is that this phone uses a micro USB port, not USB-C, so you'll need to keep that older cable handy. The battery life is where the S7 Edge really shows its age. The 3,600 mAh battery doesn't last nearly as long as it used to, and you'll likely need to charge it at least once during the day. Also, Android 6.0 is quite outdated, and while it's still functional, you're missing out on many of the features and security updates found in newer Android versions. So, who is this phone for in 2024? It's certainly not for the power user or someone who needs the latest and greatest features. But if you're looking for a stylish, affordable phone for basic tasks like calling, texting, browsing the web, and taking occasional photos, the S7 Edge could still be a viable option. It's also a great choice for anyone who loves that classic Samsung design and wants a taste of Android nostalgia. Just be prepared for some performance limitations and the outdated operating system. Overall, the S7 Edge is a testament to how far smartphone technology has come in just a few years. And it's a fascinating look back at a phone that was once at the cutting edge.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.